Okay, hi everybody. Um, oh, my little guy is sick and he's asleep in my bed, so I'm facing a different direction. Let me close that. Does that help? It's awfully dark. I got a sleepy little guy. We'll just have to deal. This isn't the greatest lighting, but you're here for the message, not the optics anyway. So let's just get on with it. You saw the title, Put Your Faith in Your Divine Mother Who Loves You. Mini message, don't be afraid to follow your passions. Let's see, what else do we have? Ooh, Smashana. A cremation ground. Yeah, so you're really being called to liberate yourself from worldly concerns. Just put your faith in the goddess, and she will tear down all the barriers, break all the chains. She will free you from all your self-limiting beliefs so that you can live life to the fullest, right? That's what you're being called to do. If you're watching this message, that's what you're being called to do. Hi, Janet. Yuga Shakti. Oh, Kali has the power that takes humanity from one world to another. She sustains the spiritual energy of the planet. If this card appears, expect a complete paradigm shift. What did I tell you guys? Things are about to change for us radically. Radical change is on the horizon for the collective. I'm going to pull some of the Moon Oracle and see what we can do to herald in this new shift. Adjustments are required, okay? Probably adjustments to how you relate to the divine. It's time to surrender. Confidence is your key to success. Yeah, put your trust in the mother. I mean, the goddess, that's my whole vibe. But whatever, however the divine speaks to you, feel free to apply this message to any tradition. It's fine. Conclusions are within reach. Good. So once you adjust your spiritual perspective, or how you're being called to adjust your spiritual perspective is literally to surrender your will to the divine, to put your faith and trust in the divine completely so that you can close out these karmic cycles that you've been stuck in. 100% surrender to the divine will. Because I feel like maybe we've been stuck. Uh-oh. My kid's playing on the computer. Gratitude. Yeah. Adopt a gratitude practice. That will help you with these changes. Be kind to yourself and remember that nothing is happening to you, it's happening for you. Okay? You deserve all the good things. You have good karma, so to speak. Peace. Yeah, so you can be at peace. Stop being at war with yourself. I distinctly heard war with yourself. Don't be at war with yourself. Allow the peace of the divine, of the Holy Spirit, of the Mother Goddess to come through and cleanse you of any self-limiting beliefs. Okay? Retreat. Yeah. Retreat from the world, maybe. Put worldly pleasures aside and focus on cultivating a relationship with the eternal, with Source. Seeker. Yeah, this is your path. This is what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be seeking the divine in this life. Most people wait until after they've died to approach the divine, to meet with the divine, but you're meant to do it in this life. Let's see if we get the Mystic card. Floating. Yeah, it's okay for you to not settle on one path. That is A-okay. You do not have to settle on one path. You may have an amalgamation of paths unique to you. Okay? We got the King. The King stands for authority. So this is coming from the highest authority. Valor, change. You need to be brave right now because change is coming. Okay? You need to face it bravely. You need to, I don't know if you can be fully prepared for this. That's why you're being told to be brave. Unnecessary fear. Yeah, you may have a lot of anxiety. You may have struggled with anxiety all your life. This is my anxiety card. You're being called now to be brave and face this radical change. Rebirth. Yeah, you're going to be, this is a brand new life for you. You're going to be like, it's literally the phoenix rising from the ashes. Rebirth right there. There you have it. It's a metamorphosis, right? Here, look at this. War and the satyr. Great effort and indulgence. At war with yourself over something. You may be indulging. There's something you need to face, okay? It's this change. There's something you need to face. You've been indulging. It could be substances or sex or shopping or whatever, but you've been avoiding this with superficial pleasure seeking wisdom, and you know this. Deceit, but you act like you don't. Purity. Okay. It's time to purge yourself of whatever this is because it's blocking your creativity, I think. Yeah, you need to face this change head on. Trust me, you will be reborn. You will be reborn when you do this, when you do so. Let's see if there's any inner child healing that needs to take place. Okay, these ones aren't really speaking to me right now. Selling out. Okay, that's what we get. So, yeah, don't hide your true nature just to like please other people. That's the only warning we get from that. Ooh, that's a lot. Fate, detours, divine intervention. What I say earlier about things happening for you, not to you, this is your reassurance. This is your reassurance, okay? Everything was designed to, everything that you thought was designed to impede your spiritual progress was actually an obstacle for you to overcome that made you stronger and renewed your faith in yourself. Okay? Soul ties, projections. Okay, there's somebody out here that you have a soul tie with, and you guys project onto one another. Probably psychically, but maybe like emotionally too, literally, if this person's in your life. Self-worth, expectations. Okay, yeah, so this is a beautiful thing. So the more you work on and improve yourself, the more this person you're in a soul tie does that exact same thing. Autumn, harvest. Yeah, you're getting to the point where you're going to get to, you're going to start to see the results of all your hard work. Separation, longing. Yeah, so this is probably somebody that you are not in contact with, but you think about constantly. I bet they think about you as well. There's the inner child healing. That's probably why the separation has been occurring. Epiphany, breakthrough in the reverse. Yeah, you couldn't understand the journey until storm, unexpected. Yeah, you couldn't understand, you couldn't face this journey until you healed some childhood wounds. If you had still been carrying around that particular wound, you would have been swept away by the storm of this spiritual journey that you're on. Disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Give me a second. Yeah, that would have, if this is about like a twin flame union, you guys would have triggered each other into serious disharmony and conflict. So it's okay that it's taking as long as it's taking, because you want to be happy and in a healthy relationship with each other. chemistry, passion. Yeah, that's still there. This person is not going to forget you anytime soon. Nurture, compassion. Yeah, you two are meant to be nurturing and compassionate to each other, not in conflict and in disharmony. If you're in conflict and disharmony with your twin flame, that's because there's inner child wounds that the both of you need to heal still. And it's just not time for you two to be together. Okay. Oh, I'm going to pull the index. This one's a little tricky. Okay, we got two cards that want to come out already. Let's just grab them. Heartbreak, PTSD, hard work. Okay. Yeah, so you could be dealing with a particularly traumatic heartbreak that you've worked really, really, really hard to get over this person. Like someone or something just shattered your heart. And it's caused you to not trust. It's caused you to carry around so much mental and emotional pain. But you've worked really, really hard to heal from that. Alcohol keeps wanting to come out, by the way, so be careful. You may have gone through a period of alcohol use. Okay, viable. For some of you, watch out. Viable is like my fertility card. If you're of childbearing age, be careful. Sleeping. Work. Okay, I'm picking up dream work. Start keeping a dream journal because your dreams may hold clues that will help you with your healing. Dreams can point you in the right direction. Like you need to heal this still. You need to heal that still. You need to address this issue. That's what dreams are good. So put some work put some effort into dream work and you'll see results. False friends. Worthy. Worship. Assessment. Okay, what I think this is trying to say is that you have a false friend in your life and you'll know this person, or maybe you had a false friend in your life and this person on the surface acts like they adore you, but in reality, they judge you for everything you do. Water sign. I'm not going to take reversals. Okay, now we're getting into the emotional sphere. Pregnancy. What did I say? Be careful. Water sign, pregnancy, running. Fresh start. This could be very literal. This could be somebody running away from a pregnancy. It's coming up really heavy. This could also be just you carrying around a lot of really, really heavy emotions. And rather than stand your ground and face them, you're running from them, perpetually looking for a fresh start, a fresh start, a fresh start, a fresh start. Like you think it's your environment, but it's not external, it's internal. You carry around heavy, heavy emotions. Try again later. Yeah, this is a cycle you need to break. Air sign, sun. Yeah, it's time for you to really analyze why you do the things you do. Like why do you project your pain outwards, right? Instead of dealing with it at the source. Accomplishments. Once you start to take a more analytical approach to your heavy, heavy emotional energy, you will start to see positive results, and you will begin to accomplish more things that you want to accomplish in life. Honor, bad idea. Somebody may try to tell you that honoring yourself is honoring your limitations. I heard limitations. Honor your limitations, okay? Honor your boundaries. It's okay to say, no, I can't do that. Honor, bad idea, marriage. For some of you, you could be in a toxic marriage right now. You may be trying to do the right thing by staying with this person, honoring your vows, but it's actually a bad idea because I bet your happiness is suffering. Interesting. So if this is resonating at all, just remember that the Mother Goddess is here to remove your karmic chains. She can set you free. Once you stop identifying as yourself and start identifying with her as her avatar, then you will see that the problems that seem so overwhelming to your life begin to dissipate, because you know that truly you are of Ma. You're not just alone floating in the abyss, right? And once you've surrendered your will to the great Mother Goddess, you will see that her plan for your life brings you more fulfillment and abundance than you could possibly have accomplished just on your own, right? This is what the Goddess wants for you. She wants you to put your faith and your trust in her, not in the material world. Okay? Open-hearted and prayer. Yeah, pray. See that? Open-hearted in prayer. You are truly being called to let go of all material concerns. All material concerns. And just let the divine work for you, through you, provide for you. And remember that the more you work on yourself, the more you heal your wounds, the more you will heal the wounds of, the more your divine counterpart will heal their wounds as well. Because you are projecting onto each other very strongly. So if you're in turmoil, they are in turmoil. Yeah, let Ma help you break out of these karmic cycles that you keep finding yourself trapped in. Particularly this karmic cycle where you run from your problems. You run from your pain. You got to stop doing that. It's time for you to face it. For you to truly examine internally what is going on. Because then once you do that, you'll be able to bloom where you're planted. And you can make more meaningful moves. All right, let's get some sigils. Oh, hi, Lion. What do we got? Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. You know, that's what the twin flame journey is all about. Balancing your internal divine masculine with your internal divine feminine. So I'm going to hold this up. I want you to take a minute, pause the video, and draw this sigil. Just the picture. Don't write the words. Sigils work subconsciously. They soak into the fabric of reality. You just have to, like, the picture itself is the magic. If you write down the words and you remember them, it won't be as effective. Okay. All right. Well, that's all my cards. Thank you for joining me on this reading. I hope this has enlightened you. I hope it's given you some comfort, some guidance, maybe some peace. You deserve to be at peace with yourself. Your karma is clean, clear, so you're good, okay? All right. Remember, the goddess loves you. Bye.